Welcome back to Topic Trick. You are watching our DB2 Complete Reference Tutorial series. In the world of data, there are databases you use for a personal blog, and then there are databases that run the world economy. Today, we're stepping into the heavy machinery of the IT world. We are talking about DB2, the Enterprise Database Powerhouse. If you are a fresher entering the industry or an experienced professional looking to understand the backbone of large-scale infrastructure, you are in the right place. Imagine a banking system that processes 10 million transactions every single second. Imagine an insurance giant managing billions of rows of claims data without breaking a sweat, or a government agency securing the most sensitive citizen information known to man. What is the engine powering these mission-critical systems? It is DB2. Today, we're going to explore exactly why this technology remains the gold standard for enterprise data. Let's dive in. Before we discuss the complex features, let's define what we are actually looking at. IBM DB2 is not just a single tool, it is a family of Relational Database Management System products, or RDBMS, renowned for powering critical enterprise applications. It is engineered for exceptional performance, unparalleled scalability, and robust reliability. This makes it the go-to choice for organizations where data integrity and high availability are paramount. So, what exactly makes DB2 different from the hundreds of other database options out there? When you look at the landscape of data management, you have to distinguish between software and enterprise-scale engineering. DB2 falls squarely into the latter. It is built for extreme availability. We aren't just talking about being online, we're talking about bulletproof security, unlimited scalability, and intelligent automation. One of the most powerful features of modern DB2 is its ability to handle hybrid data models. In the past, you've had to choose. Did you want a relational database for structured data or a NoSQL database for things like JSON or XML? DB2 eliminates that choice. It supports your traditional structured data alongside modern JSON, XML, and even time series data from Internet of Things devices. This means developers can build modern, flexible applications without sacrificing the rigor of an enterprise database. Think of the performance difference like this. It is the difference between driving a city bus and a Formula One racing car. Both will get you to your destination, but DB2 is engineered for the moments when milliseconds matter. To truly understand DB2, we have to look at its DNA. This isn't a new trend. This is 50 years of continuous innovation. It all started in 1970. This is a crucial date for every computer science student to remember. Edgar F. Codd, working at IBM, described the relational database model for the first time. This didn't just start DB2, it revolutionized data management for the entire world. Fast forward to 1982, and we see the commercial launch. The first DB2 version was released for MVS mainframes, officially beginning the enterprise database era. By 1995, as the internet began to grow, DB2 introduced data sharing. This allowed multiple DB2 engines to access the same data simultaneously, a massive leap forward for performance. In 2007, DB2 was ahead of the curve again with XML integration. While others were struggling with semi-structured data, DB2 added native support, proving it could adapt to the changing web landscape. And most recently, in 2016, we entered the AI era. Version 12 integrated RESTful services and, crucially, AI-powered query optimization. This means the database itself uses machine learning to figure out the fastest way to fetch your data. It is smart, adaptive, and modern. Now, let's talk about where this technology lives in the real world. We're talking about environments where failure is simply not an option. First, let's look at banking and finance. Look at Guarantee BBVA. They faced a massive challenge with compliance reporting. By utilizing the DB2 Analytics Accelerator, they reduced the time it took to generate complex compliance reports from 2 days down to just 1 minute. That is not just an improvement, that is a complete transformation of business agility. Then there's the insurance sector. Here, DB2 is used to fight crime. Using graph capabilities, insurance companies can uncover complex fraud rings, networks of fake claims that traditional SQL analysis would completely miss. And finally, government and huge organizations. In Canada, Ontario school boards use DB2 to manage financial data while ensuring strict student privacy and regulatory compliance. Or look at Marriott International. Their Bonvoy loyalty program has over 140 million members. DB2 handles both their transactions and their analytics in a single environment. That's scale. Marketing claims are one thing, but let's look at the hard numbers. What kind of performance does DB2 actually deliver? First, speed. In transactional workloads, DB2 version 12.1 has been shown to outperform PostgreSQL by up to 5.4 times. For high-volume applications, that speed difference is massive. Second, cost. You might think enterprise software is always more expensive, but efficiency saves money. Enterprises report 40 to 60% cost reductions compared to traditional solutions because they need less hardware to do the same amount of work. Third, productivity. Thanks to automation and self-service features, teams are saving around 480 engineering hours per month. That's time your developers can spend building new features instead of fixing database issues. And finally, reliability. DB2 boasts a proven track record of 99.99% uptime. For mission-critical operations, that peace of mind is priceless. Let's translate those technical stats into real business value and the bottom line impact. It starts with the customer. Faster transactions mean smoother customer experiences. When you can process more transactions per second without buying extra hardware, your margins improve. You reduce infrastructure costs through better resource efficiency. Furthermore, the AI-powered optimization we mentioned earlier reduces the need for manual database tuning. But the biggest value might be risk mitigation. Consider a company processing $1 million in transactions every hour. If you can improve reliability by just 1%, you save nearly $90,000 annually by avoiding downtime losses. In the enterprise world, stability equals revenue. Let's look at one final concrete example, the success story of ANZ Bank. Their challenge was difficult. They needed modern disaster recovery and certified business continuity, but they couldn't afford to compromise on performance. In banking, if your backup system slows down your primary system, it's a no-go. The solution? They implemented DB2 with a technology called Hyperswap. This allows for inter-site resiliency. The result was exactly what they needed. They achieved enterprise-grade disaster recovery while maintaining peak operational performance. This is the power of DB2, giving you safety without asking you to sacrifice speed. So, let's recap what we have learned in this episode. We explored DB2's enterprise-grade architecture and capabilities. We looked back at 50 years of continuous innovation. We saw real-world applications across banking and government, and we analyzed the measurable business value and ROI. This is just the beginning. In the next episode of this series, we're going to get our hands dirty. We'll get hands-on with installing and configuring DB2 on your own system. You don't want to miss that. If you're ready to master enterprise databases, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to continue your DB2 mastery journey. Thank you for watching the DB2 Complete Reference Tutorial Series. See you in the next video.